Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in here. It's a little dark. Hold on. Forgot to turn this light on. Let's fix that. Boom. What's up, everybody? Welcome in here. We have made it to a Sunday night, and we are on the very last episode of this NAWA/SAPW from 1990. And we're about to go somewhere else, somewhere in time, another territory, another year. And yeah, I'm excited about it. This is going to be interesting. 1 second here. Trying to fix my green screen in real time. But yeah, welcome in. Hopefully everybody's doing good. We just had a brand new video drop. Got this, something like that. Had a brand new video drop today, about an hour ago. Anybody that's already come through and hit the like on that, left any comment, left any hype, appreciate the hell out of that. I'll be promoting it throughout this show. Had a great episode last night on Twitch for ECW Hardcore TV. Watched 3 episodes, went past the midnight hour. But tonight, again, I'm excited about this. We've had a good run with this promotion from the Carolinas, and we're gonna keep on rocking here. Let's see who's in the chat here. Who's popped through tonight? Who decided to join us for this edition of Wrestle Plunge on a Sunday night? Need to get the chat in here so I can pop it up. See if this works. Let me move this up just a hair. Doing stuff in real time. Boom! Semi-Sharp in the house. Hugh! What's up? Hope you're having a good day. Hopefully everybody's staying warm and isn't getting demolished by snow. We are. I'm currently trapped. Izzy, welcome in. Izzy was hanging out last night for ECW. Really appreciate that, Izzy. Thank you very much. Tasper. And right now, we're not only live on YouTube, but on Sundays, we're live on Twitch as well. F Wood coming in here. Appreciate it, F Wood. Thank you very much. Teresa coming in here. On the love that you showed, Teresa, on the new video. Appreciate it. The new video is about why Vince McMahon hates Raven. So, again, I'll be promoting that throughout the show. But without further ado, let's get in here. We're going to be going through December 15th, 1990, and December 22nd, 1990. Let's go. Then we're going somewhere new next week. Where are we going to go? Get this sound here. I need to do some. I need to do some research. We're going somewhere. Get in the time machine.
Despite the vigorous objections of the Tennessee stud Robert Fuller, the U.S. male Curtis Thompson walked, leaving Big Tex Salinger alone in the ring to face Jones's Rangers. And when the dust had cleared, the big man from West Texas appeared to be hurt. Today, we'll hear from both sides this unusual saga as the Tennessee stud and the U.S. male meet face-to-face on our forum, South Atlantic Pro Wrestling.
South Atlantic Pro Wrestling.
Fans, Frank Dusek here at ringside with the coach Gene Ligon for another
last 2 episodes. I'm going to miss it.
Pro Wrestling. And the big news this week, of course, the injury to Tex Salinger. 2 broken ribs, out for a while, and how he got the injury, Curtis Thompson walking out of the ring and leaving him alone to face Jones's Rangers.
Well, Jones's Rangers did the
Lisa
job
over on
too,
Twitch. Welcome in here.
Thompson, of course.
Sadly, I don't think I can do. I tried to do a little bit of USWA from '89 at the very end, as it was becoming from CWA into USWA, and yeah, that did not work out for me. That wasn't happening.
Didn't have no love lost between
I don't have a lot of options, and it may be a CWA year from the '80s. I don't know. We'll see. It's whatever I'm feeling when I start to look in. But I wish, Lisa.
Plus, Vince Torelli, Ranger Ross, War Eagle Chris Chavis, and a new man from Playboy Gary Hart.
Drink a little coffee
here. They call him the Man-Eater, and he is one impressive individual. As a matter of fact, let's go to the ring right now and the Man-Eater.
The Man-Eater. Let's go. First time we're seeing the Man-Eater on the last episode. Shwetty popping in on Twitch also. Welcome in. Appreciate it. Lisa and Shwetty on Twitch.
Just look at the size of that man. He's a powerful built man. He's just this body's designed for power.
Man-Eater. The Samoan? Is this a...
pair of legs. I know some guys with legs.
I was going to say, I'll tell you about a Samoans, too. I know a lot about these South Pacific people. I'm not saying this particular man is Samoan, but I've met a lot of Samoans.
This promotion was missing a Samoan. We'll say that.
They are very savage-like people. You know, this man's ancestors, if in fact he is from the Tahitian Islands or that area, his ancestors killed Captain Cook maybe 300 years ago. So this man's family hasn't been walking upright for too many generations.
You're telling me something I don't know.
Whoa, no. Down on top of our position here. The
roughness of this man, he's not got any style, I would say. No wrestling holes. Have you seen any lately?
We're going deep. Super
I
deep.
haven't seen any wrestling holes, and you're not likely to see any wrestling holes from this guy.
A chop across the head. Another clothesline. This man knows.
Yo, Sleuthy Sweetheart, welcome in here on a Wrestle Plunge show.
There's no wrestling right there at all. No wrestling there at all. As he's choking him in man to oblivion, Coach.
Now, once again, you're seeing a different style here. This is not exactly what I'd call Tennessee stud style either.
Well, certainly the man is going to be very, very vicious. That's for sure.
He's got him down for the 2 count. Oh.
Looked to me like a half-hearted cover there. He could have covered him and didn't.
Well, I tell you, the viciousness of this man has definitely been seen here tonight.
Well, Playboy Gary Hart, you know, Coach. Playboy Gary Hart has had a long history of men like this. The Great Kabuki, the Spoiler, what was it?
Big power slam.
Maniac Mark Lewin. I mean, there's so very many. This is just one more in that stable of Playboy Gary Hart. A stomach claw! A stomach claw! There's a move we haven't seen in South Atlantic Wrestling. A stomach claw that could call for the... That's it! He's calling for the quit!
He's finishing people with the stomach claw. How exciting.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Man-Eater!
Why finish with an old diving headbutt when you could use the stomach claw?
Right after this.
The program some
Whoa.
people really look forward
1997 NWA Mid-South. Interestingly so.
It's always got something important to talk about.
Piquing my
Now,
interest a
I
little
ask you to
bit.
be here, Curtis Thompson, because you know in all
think about
types
something like
of
that.
matches, there's injuries that take place. And these elimination tags that you see, a guy loses, now he's got no partner. When he's got no partner and he's not liked very much by the other side, you see what happens. What happens is the other boys team up on the one man left in the ring, and they hurt him, and they hurt him really bad. In the case of the film that I want you people to look at, I had a friend, Tex Salinger, just like a brother to me, and he was injured. I think you got a lot to do with that injury. I don't understand it. I want to have a good look at it. I want them to go out there right now and get up the film. I don't want them to just play it for the audience.
Check
I
out that
want
new
you to
video,
go
everybody.
there
Show it some
and
love. Help me get that in
when
the
takes
algorithm.
over, me and you's going to have another little bitty talk over here, and I'm going to see if I can't get you straightened out just a little bit, son. It's very important that you watch this closely because this is an important piece of film. Watch it, Curtis.
Not that Chris Benoit. Yeah, Ron Fuller.
3 or 4 minutes ago.
Probably the MVP of Sunday nights here, I'd say, over the last 2 territories, CWA and now this one.
This looks like to me there's a little bit of payback going on here.
Looks like a whole bunch of payback.
AKA Tripod,
I'm
yes.
gonna go back to the dressing room and check on and see what's going on here, because these people right here have got to understand that something is going on. I want to find out what Curtis Thompson's up to. I may not find out today, but we'll be back and let you know all about that.
Well, right now in the ring is Coach Gene Liggins leaving me here. I'm not sure, but keep the cameras rolling. Jeff, keep the cameras rolling. I'm not sure what's going on here. I do recognize the superplex. War Eagle Chris
Oh, yeah, I think I remember this from
with the
last week.
Superplex off the top, 300 plus, almost 600 pounds crashing down. Seymour with a dive over.
Yeah, they hit the ref. That's
They're
right.
trying to put this man out. They are definitely trying to put this man out. You saw the superplex. That in itself
Yeah,
is a finishing move on a small man.
yeah,
on a man
Fuller's
over 300
incredible,
pounds.
like,
That can
honestly.
be devastating as they continue to put the boots down.
Like, I grew up liking
Hart
Colonel Rob
Richards
Parker
trying to
already,
call
but
off the dogs,
seeing all the stuff he's done
Seabold and
just on the
Chavis,
territories
they have
is
added
in the
insult to
territories is
injury,
nuts.
and I do mean injury because Tex Salinger has not moved. You hear Chavis hollering out.
Bland as hell,
F
F-Wood, I bet.
right now, watching in disbelief. He is hollering because right now, and here they finally come, the stud stable, the Pit Bulldogs, the Tennessee
yeah,
Stud,
thanks,
Robert
Lisa.
Fuller, worried about their fallen comrade, and Fuller is just irate. And Tex Salinger is down and down hard. Boy.
I tell you what, Frank, I just got back from the dressing room and things are definitely going on back there. And I'll tell you that.
Plastastic, welcome in here.
They've got a big confrontation back and back. Frank, you need to go check.
Hit that
on
like as you come
Texas
through,
South.
guys.
You can
Helps
still
us
do
out
that.
here.
I'll tell you something right
YouTube
now,
really
this match
enjoys
has
to
been
be tickled like that.
Absolutely one of the roughest matches I've seen.
Sick
Let's go to
bastard.
slow motion, and we'll be right back with the Fantastic.
Got the false tastics coming. Dude, I'm mad. We ain't gonna get no Tex match on our last edition here. Again, what a, this wasn't the entire year. I think we started in April or May, but this was a really fun run. The first thing we did was CWA 89, the entire run. They going right into this in the 90 really worked out. Fuller was in CWA. for a lot of that run.
We're gonna get you down. We're gonna get you single out stable, and then we're gonna whip on you and beat on you. And it ain't like I didn't tell you. I told you 40 times to your face. You said you tote mail, and far as I see you, boy, you couldn't tote mail.
You wait a minute, Reverend Fuller.
I own you. I got your contract.
You don't own nothing. Let me tell you one thing, Reverend Fuller.
This little rat tail.
And you don't own me. And let me tell you one thing. I want that contract back because
Come in here, Andre. Drug Wars.
And you ain't no
Drug Wars 90.
And I'm out of here, and I'm out of your stud stable, and you can take it and steal it where the sun don't shine, boy.
Best thing you can do is get out of here, Curtis Thompson. Let me tell you something. No, I'll tell you. I want you to hear it. Nobody don't walk out on my boys. You don't leave Paul Jones's Rangers with my men standing around.
Rangers. I can't even do it.
Thompson,
Rangers. I can't even say
you
it. The way he
instead
said
probably
it.
going to get a little piece of me, Buster, instead.
Well, say hello to all you fans out there. Let me tell you something. This is Jones's Rangers, the Warrior.
Yeah, F-Wood, one of the shows.
Let me tell
It's
you
been a couple of
something.
weeks back, but they were promoting Drug Wars. That was the name of the show. It was an anti-drug show, of course, for kids, but they called it Drug Wars.
People, I tell you, Robert Fuller's pretty hot right now. He's steaming. Well, I tell you, stud stable, I tell you, Robert Fuller, we told you once, we told you twice, we're going to tell you again and again. We're hot on your tail. Yeah, we injured your boy Tex Salinger. I tell you, you know, every one of you guys were coming after
Yeah, right?
one-on-one.
Yeah, this one, the green screen, or the blue screen, rather, is just, there's no
Fire
graphics.
with fire. And fellas, you spit out a lot of fire, we're coming right back just as strong after you. So Tex Salinger, he's not the only one. Fuller, you're next.
It is insane.
You're next, so you better watch your backs. What do you have to say, Vince?
Well, it's like this, you know. We've been working together a long time. Chris, Ranger, Paul Jones. You know, we're a pack. Well, it looks to me like there's a little problem in the stable. And, you know, and I kind of like that. A little chaos. Maybe mix up their mind a little bit.
Yeah, Ken
It's
Shamrock, been here the whole
maybe,
time.
They might even drop the straps, you know.
Him and
the belts
Tatanka?
may even come to this side. I think it's about time
Again,
we take it.
coolest thing that we got from this entire year, I think. We've had some cool matches here and there. It was fun to watch the Nasty Boys before they went to WCW and then WWF. It's cool to see Shamrock. His suplexes were incredible. It's cool to see Tatanka. But the coolest thing that we seen was the very brief stint of Dean Malenko, and they paired Dean Malenko and Ken Shamrock as a tag team right here in 1990. And they were fucking good.
No more, Mr.
They
Nice
meshed
Guy.
well.
No more of this. We're taking it to you, stud. It's about time that you showed some respect to the Rangers, and we're going to take the respect down to you, and you're going to be on your knees saying, I love you, Rangers, and you're going to like it when you say it.
That's right, Robert Fuller. Just like we said, we're going to fight fire with fire. Jones's Rangers are going to breathe fire.
Fire with
right
fire,
down your
brother.
throat, fellas. 42 pounds, a true American hero, ladies and
Ranger
gentlemen,
Ross.
Ranger
Here with us pretty much this entire run as well.
It's Ranger Ross against Mike Rex. I'm Frank Dusek, joined at ringside by the coach, Gene Ligon. And, Coach, it is good to see an American like Ranger Ross proudly displaying the red, white, and blue, standing for it. and
Dude,
saying
still
what he
maybe the
stands
best
for
belly to
in this
belly I've
time
ever
of
seen.
question and of
Happened
uncertainty
right
and all
here
the
in
things
this
happening
promotion.
overseas. Here's a man who is very certain,
When it was called another name.
very certain of what he stands for and what he wants to accomplish.
That's right. This man stands for a lot of good things in America today. He was a tremendous.
This is a real
asset to the
American
United
right here,
States in
though.
the wars we've had in the last few years.
That's exactly right. Of course, we just saw, we talked a little bit.
Yeah,
What
guys,
about
don't
that,
forget, though,
especially,
anybody that's not in
there was,
should be
Curtis
in for
Thompson
Saturday
there.
nights, every Saturday night. The only way to watch it is on Twitch, 10 Eastern, ECW Hardcore TV. We went through 5 episodes already. We watched 3 last night. Having a blast watching those, and we're working our way into the Extreme era. Right now we're still in Eastern Championship Wrestling in 1993. It's been fun as hell, though, to kind of go through. But the only way to watch it is on Twitch. I can't even do the video portions. It's just not going to be possible. Completely restricted and blocked by YouTube. So Twitch, it is exclusively for those.
Got the leg hooked over, step over toe hold, dropping down, putting the pressure on the knee right now of young Mike Rex. And Mike Rex will get a wrestling lesson from this man right here, Ranger Ross. And he is more than equipped, Coach, to give that wrestling lesson.
I'll tell you something. If you've had bad knees or anything like that, This right here.
Yeah, it's real dark in there.
Yes, sir, it will.
That just is stretching.
Oh, Andre, you gotta, I don't know if there's notifications on Twitch or maybe get in the Discord. I do post it in the Discord. I do on all the socials also, but hopefully I can get you a reminder for ECW on Saturdays.
You were just discussing right there that the planning of the 1 foot and holding it down.
I'll get you a link for Twitch also. Which I'm live right now on Twitch. But on Saturdays, it's only Twitch for ECW.
Kicks and punches, Coach, if he's going to take out a Ranger Ross.
I know Mike Rex got a few punches right there, but he doesn't have the power that Ranger Ross has got.
Ross, he's got the legs hooked. 1, 2, not quite 3.
Almost got him there. A little good move, backdrop there and hooked the leg and took him down.
Exactly right. Ranger Ross in control, sending Mike Rex in, drop toe hold. Ross continuing to work on the legs. As we've said time and time again, Coach, the strategy is to take out one of the 5 points of balance.
Oh, interesting. Lisa on Twitch says Twitch has been bad about switching to personalized notifications. People may need to switch to all notifications. And I'm not I'm not super, I don't use Twitch, honestly. I stream on Twitch for this because I see some folks do well with the wrestling, and I'm trying to get into that market, for lack of a better term, because it'd be cool to be able to get folks here on YouTube and through Twitch, and if anything else, start booming as well. But the one cool thing about Twitch beyond that I'm finding now is I can stream something like ECW and have no issue, where here I've got to find something that is copyright free, like this promotion or CWA in the 80s, and there are others that I can choose from, but some really cool stuff that I'd like to show, that's going to be on Twitch, so make sure you're following over there.
The 2 legs, the 2 arms of the head. Ross appears tonight to be taking out the legs. That is probably double fold. One, of course, it takes away one of the body parts like we talked about. Secondly, very few wrestlers work the legs with any great ease or any great expertise. So certainly that is going to confuse the game plan of Mike Rex. Because for certain, Mike Rex need to work a head or an arm.
I don't know a lot about Mike Rex, but
what I'm seeing right here,
every time I've seen him, he's been all right.
But
it's green as hell, but
and with the Paul Jones's Rangers,
it's not bad.
Do you not see a little pattern going here? Ranger Ross, of course, this new guy comes in the territory with a stud stable, big, thick guy. You got to take those kind of guys down to the mat.
Big, thick guy. Did he really just say that?
Who does the legs any better than Paul Jones with that Indian deathlock?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Well, maybe we're talking about two different things. I'm talking about the suplex he does in this promotion. Are insane.
Right now, though, it's
and I posted one that was absolutely incredible. So we might be talking about two different things.
Mike Rex, of course, worst to wear right there.
Well, he's going to be the worst to wear. Ross now showing some of the martial arts skills he learned while he was in the airborne. What do you call those, savate kicks?
Savate kicks.
Savate kicks. Speaking of which, we saw a great demonstration of karate. We're in Siler City, North Carolina, Jordan Matthews High School this evening. The Moose Lodge number 1877, our sponsors, near capacity crowd, as you can see it in the background here. Ross coming at him. Nobody home. Holy mackerel, and that was right.
Ross ate the ropes there.
Well, my golly, I almost landed in yours.
Thanks,
Get out of the
Teresa.
way, Coach. And as I was saying, though, it's one of the #1 fundraisers for the Moose Lodge number 18.
Yeah, that's not a bad name either for a wrestler. I mean, he looks like a wrestler too. He needs to get a little bit more muscle on him, but
she lived here for
young?
many years and recently passed away. A loss to us all of us. Andy
Still
Griffin
selling that
fans.
leg?
I know Andy Griffin's show is very popular in this area, of course. And B, very popular, of course.
That's right. So one thing that I'm doing while we're watching ECW on Saturday nights is I'm going to be keeping track of a couple of things. Hopefully I can think of some more things as we go. But just for example, I've already got my notepad working here, so hold on. So last night I took the note of I'm going to be doing a table count. So first table was officially used last night, and it wasn't a broken table, but the table was used significantly enough by Eddie Gilbert that, and I believe it was on JT Smith, if I'm right, wasn't it KP? So I'm going to count that. That was April 20th, 1993, the first use of a table on ECW TV. First Hat Guy sighting happened on May 4th of 93. So I'm going to keep little things like that. I'm going to keep a Sabu table count exclusively. And again, I'll think of other things. Maybe a Same Man beer count on TV, actual beers used on TV. And major events, because we're watching major events. Come hang out for ECW Saturday nights. You're going to have a blast.
Tonight. And record numbers to see these wrestling matches. Of course,
which GIF? I'm not sure what we're talking
But
about.
especially for the Moose
I thought you were talking about the video that I posted from this promotion.
Caught the savate kick, spun it across. 1, 2, 3, and it is all over. Ranger Ross has taken him out.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Kid Parker Films. TV29.
We're seeing them talk.
Not sold in stores. Call our 24-hour hotline now.
What are your
Dogs? We've talked about them off and on. We've talked about them and the Fantastics, and tonight we're seeing the Pit Bulldogs as they take on Robert Campbell and Bob Embry. And this
Oh shit! There's a count for you. Yeah, count the days of the Sandman, because right now we are Sandman's the heavyweight champion ECW, and it's Surfer Sandman.
Well, these two guys are definitely trying to set a name for themselves. They've got the titles. I don't know what they're trying.
So we're gonna get some pit bulls here. Still the tag champs. We've only had 2 tag champs the entire time we've been here, which has been the Nasty Boys, who went to WCW, and now I think they're already going to WWF at this point, which is crazy. And now Pit Bulls have held them since like September, October.
The titles right now, but that remains to be seen as the Fantastics
turn heel on us.
got their sights set on them, especially after last week and the problems with the.
Cat fight. There you go. Stuff like that's perfect, actually. Yeah.
Nobody was wrestling in that match. They were trying to hurt somebody real bad, and that's no place in the match. No place in wrestling.
Whoa, well, Big Rex showing some power right here. Big Rex right off the bat, taking Mike or Bob Embry, I should say.
Yeah, ECW, you're getting all the ads. I'm not doing any skipping on Saturday nights
Obviously seen the inside of the gym
at all.
Once, twice. Duck under, go behind, good basic wrestling moves.
Therapy, welcome in on Twitch.
We're seeing standing switches, a second standing switch.
I'm glad it's watchable tonight.
Bob Embry has showed a switch from both
Hope to see a little bit more action on Twitch. It's pretty sweet.
That shows good basic wrestling skill, ambidextrous. That's my dad always told me, he said, son, every move you learn to do to the left, always learn to do to the right, because eventually you're going to wrestle somebody who's left-handed.
Of course, Wally Dusick, one of the greatest wrestlers ever in professional wrestling, Frank's dad, showing us a few things right there.
I'm sure that bell is clicked here on YouTube also, so you get notified for videos and live streams.
There was a move you won't see in the Jordan Matthews High School wrestling team. You saw him drop down, go behind, and instead of riding him,
I don't think there'll be a match of the brother count from CWA. Maybe if we go back to CWA and Dundee gets me turned up on a brother count, but I don't know if we'll find another brother count like that. Those are special. Maybe though.
What an upset that would have been, huh?
We're sounding a little biased over here. I don't know. I'm pulling for Bob Embry. I've known Bob several years.
Whoa, another big amateur-looking move there. Big old fireman's carry standing up. Now there's a difference in amateur and professional wrestling. The fireman's carry was exactly the same, but in amateur wrestling, you're responsible for the safe return of your man to the mat. In this case, Bob Embry was able to go up and bring the man down with a percussion-type move. No responsibility for the safe return to the mat. One of the primary differences in amateur and professional wrestling.
You better believe it. The moves in amateur wrestling is just as vicious as the moves in professional wrestling, except you've got to control your power in amateur wrestling. This right here, you let it fly.
Exactly. The rules are designed to protect your man. And right now we see a tag, and here comes Robert Campbell in. Oh, I'm sorry, not Robert Campbell, Bob Embry. I'm so confused right now. They stunned me with that near pin. And right now, though, the Pit Bulldogs turning the tide of battle. Pit Bulldogs doing what they need to do, and that's starting that percussion style of wrestling that they're so good at. He blocks it. Oh, he reversed the hip toss.
I bet there was some wrestling on Laserdisc.
Unbelievable. This Bob Embry has just befuddled
see
the
it.
Pit Bulldogs. He's doing things. A tag. Once again, it's Robert Campbell into the ring.
They're working on that left arm crank and twisting it and making the Bulldogs pay for all the things they've done over the last few weeks.
A full arm dragon twist, a good move, but not a control move. And with a team like
Should I charge my earbuds up? I like those a lot better than headphones for live streams.
This is Rabbit Rex. I mean, Psychotic Spike in the ring right now. You see a series
Keep evolving the names of the pit bulls. Were they still doing Laserdisc when Mania 1 happened, mid-80s? I could see that being on Laserdisc.
Free Spike just shoved him.
He's got him over in his corner now. They're starting to work as a team now. Spike and Rex.
Oh, I bet your Mania was on Laserdisc then. You could probably do some Googling. Oh shit, Lisa found it. Some Reddit wrestling memorabilia. Nice. Have to go to the Twitch chat for that, guys.
They're not the biggest team in professional wrestling. They're not the fastest team in professional wrestling. They're not the strongest team. Not to say that they're not big, they're not fast, and they're not strong. But they're always been bigger, faster, and stronger. But they do work well as a team. That's right. These boys grew up together.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're not blood.
Yeah, there's a complete Coliseum video WWF laser disc collection. And again, this link was from Lisa and on Twitch chat. That's pretty sweet. Those would be sweet to own. I don't have any Laserdisc stuff. I have some pretty cool VHS stuff, but those are rad.
You can get 1, 2.
Oh, New Japan has some too. I believe it.
Well, I don't think there was any real intention by Spike there to actually make any kind of a pin.
Well, I tell you what, I think they're making big mistakes. They're trying to work as individuals too much. They're the tag team. You know, some football teams, you watch football right now, they get away from the game plan, think they can do something they're not used to doing. And when they get behind, they go right back to what they know best.
Back to the game plan. And the thing is, no one individual is as good as the team. Look at here, talking about the team. Drop toe hold. He's holding him in possession.
Oh, that's going to be it, right?
The big man coming off near 250 pounds onto the back of his head.
That's a big move.
Mistake here. These men have got to realize if they're going to stay champions, they better start pinning some people. They're just trying to abuse these wrestlers.
Well, I think right now, though, they feel pretty well in control. And, you know, it's Robert Fuller's philosophy. Win if you can, lose if you must.
Stud Stable emojis in the chat if you remembered up here. Remember, if you're remembered up here, guys, you get access to the emojis in chat that evolve with what we're watching, and you get early access to new videos. Like the new video that just dropped today has been on the channel for members since last Monday.
But I think what they're doing right now is they're trying. Looking here, though, they're in control. What they're trying to do right now.
I'm gonna start probably eventually once we get more members. Start doing some members-only live streams. Doing some specials.
It doesn't matter whether you're the Fantastics, whether you're the Midnight Express,
and it supports the channel.
A combination like Chavis and Torelli, or even Chavis and Curtis Thompson, for instance. Although I don't think we'll see that combination anytime soon.
So Dave, get in here.
Any combination that you want to put against these two young men, man, they are ready to go. They are champions, and they are champions because they are a good tag team.
There they are working on that left arm like they had their arm worked on, but they're doing a little bit more viciously. So
you're seeing a lot of the moves, too. You know, you can tell Robert Fuller. We have to give the devil his dues with Robert Fuller. Fuller's been around the cup looking for the handle. These boys weren't champions until they put into the stud stable. What we're seeing is some of the same wrestling moves that were made great by Gene and Ole Anderson, the great Anderson brothers. Probably you hit a lot of.
I don't know if I'd compare the Pitbulls to the Anderson brothers, but okay.
It's
a choice.
Some folks say the Andersons, some say it was the Von Erichs, some say it was the Scott brothers. No matter who you think
Who the fuck's the Scott brothers? Elaborate on the Scott brothers. You never hear about the tag team wrestling was created on the back of the Scott brothers. Somebody in the chat's gonna be like, the Scott brothers? You don't remember the Scott brothers?
You see the drop down, and it's a knee to the stomach. One man knows exactly what the other one is doing.
Just as you come off,
they really are just punishing these dudes.
I've had it happen to me many a time. You come off the ropes, you jump
Jeez.
and you're left kind of vulnerable right there for a minute, and there's a knee right into the solar plexus. Your wind's gone.
It's exactly right. If you've ever been blindsided in a football game or in a basketball game or just been bumped into in the store by somebody when you weren't expecting it, you understand what it felt like. Look here.
What the fuck was that? I think he was going for a bulldog and he gave himself a spinning neck breaker, right?
In a basketball game or just been bumped into in the store by somebody.
This guy's working too hard. This guy's kicking his own ass. He's kicking his own ass, man.
Today, Coach, I haven't got names for it. I saw a chicken wing suplex. It wasn't a chicken wing. It turned out to be a chicken wing slam. I'm not sure what you call that move right there. I know
the referee, even the announcer, the Frank Dusek guy's like, what the fuck? Kids out here making wrestling look fake and shit. Oh, it's not good. This isn't a good one. I wish they'd have won it. Give these boys the belt. Fuck it.
With the move, this time is Robert Campbell almost snatching the 1, 2, 3, and that's what happens. These young men are showing just a wee bit of inexperience here, being cocky with a team like this.
Robert Campbell bleeding from the mouth right now. Frank can see him cut wide open up there. His teeth are rather red.
Yeah, he sure is. It'll blood in the mouth of Robert Campbell. Belly to back suplex. I think that on that sunset flip, that boot to the head, I think the heel caught him in the mouth. Certainly has taken the starch out of young Robert Campbell.
And when you taste your own blood, either you get mad.
Mad? I'm sorry, you get what?
Campbell.
And when you taste your own blood, either you get mad.
Mad? That was weird.
Starch out of young Robert Campbell.
And when you taste your own blood, either you get mad or you get glad. You get out of there.
I'm sorry, what?
You're going to make a man out of you or you just lose all your concentration.
Dude, he is,
You're right. Either it takes the starch out of you or it puts you into a new gear.
Right now, he's hard to get his gears going because he's got his wind being cut off by illegal choke. He
Man.
can't even get going yet, Frank, because of the illegal snakes. Almost making a tag. Oh, just inches away.
Don't make me mad, man. Wait, you trying to make me mad?
One of the quality officials of South Atlantic Wrestling.
Dude, I love it. I do that. I've done that, myself, right? Like, you're like your mouth is saying one thing and your head is saying another, and it gets caught up for just a second. Mid.
He rammed his head right to the mat.
I thought he was going to snap marry him. I don't know
I
what.
love it. What the fuck?
I've been around wrestling, the sport of wrestling all my life, 30 plus years, nearly 40, and I have never seen anything quite like that. Now we see another
Right,
tag.
we have a finish here. Oh shit, this was their finish in ECW, the Super Bomb.
Street drop or something?
Something like that. Here it goes.
Yeah, this ended up being their finish in ECW. They haven't been finishing with that the entire run here, so they developed that in late 90 and kept it into the mid 90s. I mean, it's a fucking badass finish. I'm not the biggest Pitbulls fan, obviously. I mean, they've had some bangers that, not even bangers. They've had some cool, wild, brawl-type hardcore matches, but it's been fun to watch them, squash some guys here in this promotion in 90, but at the end of the day, I'm not the biggest fan of the Pitbulls.
We're in Carolina, I can tell you that and make it very plain to you. What it is, the reason we smile so big is you're looking at the South Atlantic Tag Team Champions right here.
I bet wherever we go next, Fuller's going to pop up. It's 2 territories in a row.
Ever brought forth to any place. These guys right here don't care about what team they go against. They don't fear nothing because they're pits, baby. They take a hold on to you and they hang right on. But Curtis Thompson, you turned around back, good for nothing, stabbing turncoat. You
son
went and you
of
said
a
you
bitch.
don't want to be part of the greatest organization that anybody could ever be part of. You went and took the money right out of your pocket, and what did you do, son? You put it in this pocket right here. You stuck it in Spike's pocket right there.
Son of a
you put it in
bitch!
my pocket because you better understand, boy, we own the contract, and there's nothing we'd like better than to wrestle you and kick your tail and at the same time take your money and party all night long on it when it's
This one looks like a fucking giant baby. Look at this guy's face. Like,
over with. Thompson, you're a backstabber, you're a liar, and I guess you're a thief.
You're a liar.
I'm gonna be watching you.
You
and
lying to
watching
me,
you close,
boy.
But next time I look at you, son, it ain't gonna be handing you no contract. It's more likely to be punching you right
True,
in
KP.
your nose. I got your
That's the
nail,
truth.
and so do the Pit Bulldogs.
hey, coolest thing I've seen them do was that shoulder breaker that should have been their finish, honestly. They had a tag team shoulder breaker move that was fucking rad. Music video with Guns N' Roses. Let me get to the tunes.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is
Curtis Thompson coming out dressed as a mailman, because that's what he needs.
Certainly the fans around here are
Like, I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna be a stripper, essentially. It's like I'm showing up to the party as a mailman. Look, I'm in my pink panties.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Newland, North Carolina, he weighs 247 pounds, the U.S. male, Curtis Thompson.
Been shitting on Curtis Thompson this whole time. I'm not a big Thompson fan.
Curtis Thompson, of course, his contract still in the hands of the stud stable. Tennessee stud Robert Fuller. I don't know how long that situation's going to last, especially after what
And honestly, I talk a lot of shit, but at the end of it, I'm usually like, fuck, like he's fucked up a lot too. I can't lie. He'll botch up a match, but also he's done some cool shit.
Tex Salinger, the big man from West Texas, coach, 6'7", 300 pounds, but certainly no match for War Eagle Chris Chavis and Tommy Seal.
I mean, essentially, he's a stripper. What else is this gimmick? I mean, because I don't know many mailmen that end up doing that, and like calling the young ladies to the ring to. So he's gonna bring a female up here to take his pants off, right?
Watch this, he's doing now. He's going outside the ring. This guy is a free spirit.
He needs to check IDs, bro. I mean, what are you even doing?
He's a lot of different things. Look at this.
All right, that may be a child. Okay. All right, this feels actually illegal. I don't know about this.
I think this is Chippendales.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's appropriate. That's.
Well, there's a thrill for a young lady in
Fuck.
Siler City, North
Fuck this
Carolina.
guy, dude. I'm telling you right now.
Now finally it's the U.S.
That's actually insane.
Thompson going to work against young Jerry Price. And what a well-built young
I'm a mailman. Don't do
Curtis Thompson
that.
is.
Well, all those muscles aren't there just for looks. I'll tell you that right now, Frank. Every bit of those muscles have been trained to the hilt. to use every bit of the power they can to help him move all these moves he's got. Oops, he's got him by the tights there. That's a quick move to the front.
That was something
You know, I was
that
gonna
just
say,
happened.
Thompson,
Ending out this territory with a little bit of insanity.
With the Tennessee Stud, we've talked about that alignment,
Tex was on fire and he got injured here, so I don't know if he'll be on this episode or the next one, but he was doing real well. Schlesinger. He fit right in here.
I'd have eyes in the back of my head because let's face it, Coach, he can't call on Paul Jones for help. He can't call on War Eagle Chris Chavis, Vince Torelli, Ranger Ross, Tommy Seabolt for help.
He could call on you, couldn't he, Frank?
Well, I don't know.
He really is a good heel and easy to dislike.
I mean, let's face it.
That's the truth.
He is aligned with the stud stable. Now, I'm not sure if he can right now if he can call on the stud stable for help or anybody. So he really and truly is a man, an island unto himself, a man without a country. So it's going to be interesting to see how he reacts.
It sounds like the plot of an episode of Married with Children.
Some people love him, some people hate him. You don't know what to do with Curtis Thompson. Curtis Thompson, of course, though, he definitely loves himself.
Whoa, that laugh was
it is his
fucking
favorite subject,
creepy.
or seems to be, doesn't it? Right now, Jerry Price, full arm dragon twist, reversal by the U.S. male, and it's Curtis Thompson showing. Oh, there was no, you know, in a fireman's carry, Coach, in a fireman's carry, it's leverage and speed that takes the man over and balance. That was just a pure power move. There was no leverage there. He picked him up and slammed him.
That's where the deadlifting in the gym, you pick up the weights and just bending over and picking up weight. That's where that power came in handy there, because the technique on that was totally wrong. He just bent over and picked the guy up.
We give him a 0 for technique and a 10 for effect, huh?
I slammed to the mat. He slammed that sucker down, as they say.
The
Look
fuck?
at this, a little
Is
showboat
it a
right
dance
now.
move?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No,
That was,
nobody
dude, he
home.
barely missed
Too
him.
much showboat, young Jerry Price. Now there is a fireman's carry the way it's supposed to be executed. Balance and leverage, and look at the look on the U.S. male Curtis
That
Thompson's
really was a
face.
pretty smooth
Doing a little
fireman's carry.
showboating, and it came back to haunt him.
Well, Curtis definitely he just got shown how you do a fireman's carry properly, but he also learned a lesson. You showboat too much, you're going to get hurt.
Well, Jerry Price standing toe-to-toe with the U.S. male. Certainly he is not being intimidated by all the... Whoa!
That's a right hand. That's a closed fist,
fella.
fella.
Right now, he is being intimidated by right crosses and kicks. As it's Jerry Price into the ropes.
Ooh.
Oh, please. Technique and a 10, Frank.
Ooh, yeah, that's for sure.
The man took him down with a
Not
good
sure what's happening
clothesline.
there.
And then refused to cover him. I do not understand these young fellas. I do and I don't. I understand that they're trying to make a statement. Curtis Thompson, in his case, is trying to make a statement to the Tennessee Stud, trying to make a statement to Jones's Rangers. But at the same time, you've got to consider that you've got to look at the athletic ability there. But you've got to
His head
consider,
off with
man,
that.
when it's all said and done, the only thing that matters is 1, 2, 3, the pin.
That's right. Kids today, I don't know if it's just this generation or what, making a statement is the biggest thing they want to do. And I was raised, you make a statement by winning.
Exactly. Well, it's the era of television, Coach, and I think that's the change.
And they really didn't know what to do with him the entire time he was here. Like,
Curtis Thompson.
they basically have him as being a tweener with the stud stable stuff because he's not a face. He's also feuding with the biggest heel stable.
This year, they don't know. He never bragged. He went out and ripped people.
Well, I think this could best be equated, though, Coach, to running up the score. You know, many of your college teams, because of the polls and the way they're set up, they'll run up a 60 or a 70 to nothing.
Now, I hear what you're
in
saying,
order to
because
get
there's a
that
lot of
number
good
one
jobbers
rating.
that
And
just
I think
never
that's
got
what we're seeing here
past
is
being an
Curtis Thompson
enhancement
running up the score.
talent.
I mean, there's
Like,
no
what the
question,
hell?
or there doesn't seem to be any question.
suck the right
Jerry
dick
Price
or
continuing
something.
No, went to the well once too often.
Didn't go to the right area to get the right chance. Whatever happened.
Quick suplex, 1, 2, but not enough.
Oh, he didn't want to pay him. The thing about it is, when you try to run up a score by doing things like this,
I think they are in a high
his
school.
football coach right now.
Goke?
When he ran him up when he was at Miami.
No clue if I'm saying that name right, but welcome in here, Goke.
In
Goes
Dallas.
around, comes around.
It comes around. Of course, Philadelphia taught him a lesson about that a few weeks ago.
Ooh, big standing vertical suplex.
Yeah, so
One,
it's not been-
two.
it's not been done well
again,
at
a kick
all.
out. Now, I think Price would have kicked out on that, but certainly. Oh, that's what I need, right?
You know the Tennessee Stud is having a fit back in the back.
My
You know
opinion.
he is. Of course, he still has the contract, Coach. So
But also
money,
don't like
win or
the
lose,
wrestler
piece of
per
money now is
se.
gonna go to,
So I'm a
look
little
at
bit
this,
biased.
Price showing, no. Jerry Price showing a little bit of initiative there, starting to take the battle to the U.S. male, but it all backfired as he telegraphed a backdrop and got a size 12 right up under the chin for his efforts.
Need to blow or jerk somebody off to get to the top of the card. Oh shit! Jesus Christ! Just broke his fucking neck. You guys see that? Look at this. Look at how he drives his head to the mat with this small package. Fuck!
You got to throw that backdrop in at the last second. He was bent over way before.
Damn, dude. Yeah, that's how you fuck somebody up.
Showing a little bit of wrestling moves right there.
Well, you know, Curtis Thompson has a repertoire of wrestling moves. I mean, there's no doubt.
A repertoire.
There's no doubt in anybody's mind that the U.S. male Curtis Thompson can wrestle.
Is that word repertoire like savant?
No, savant, I think, is sweet.
The small package driver. That should just be your finisher, dude. That was fucking brutal.
Did not throw the weight down on top of him. Instead, elected to use the power of that massive upper body to just drill his
He's
head into the mat.
really just fucking this guy. Like, it's, at this point, it's not. Okay, here we go. A pile driver that may cripple the man for life. Oh yeah, I forgot his. That was okay, honestly, but I forgot this was his finish. That jump out at the end there, but dude. I mean, what else? He threw him. He pushed him off. Oh wow. I mean, that was done pretty well, but.
That's it. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell.
They like to draw out a squash here. That is one thing I'll say about this region, this territory.
Curtis Thompson. And your winner, the U.S. male Curtis Thompson. Outstanding victory from the man from Newland, North Carolina. Right
Let's
now,
replay that scene. Yeah.
Fundraiser, South Atlantic Championship Wrestling to your hometown, and then we'll be back with more excitement.
Kawada driver. I know anytime that I made a creator wrestler back in the day on a video game, I'd give him that. He was so badass. Well, let's show him do the dance. I'm going to miss it. This is a good promotion. And we may revisit it. I think 91 and 92 is on this YouTube channel also. We may come back and revisit it, but we're going to go somewhere else for just another year or so here. Yeah, exactly. That's what Memphis is like. Quit thunder squashes more often than not.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back at ringside. I've got the Tennessee. I've got the U.S. male Curtis Thompson here at ringside. He's after Robert Fuller.
Get him out here now.
What do you want, Robert Fuller out here?
Frank, here's Robert coming right now.
What do you?
Oh shit!
Curtis Thompson saying he wants his contract. Here comes the Tennessee stud, Robert Fuller.
We might not get this blow off if they don't do it quick, because we only got one episode left.
I'm tired of you, and I'm tired of you. You're two jabronis.
Let's keep this thing under control here.
Happy about this deal as anybody could be. As far as you getting back the contract, son, there's nothing I'd like more. I don't think you tote the mail too good. I don't think you can probably lick a stamp, much less somebody go ahead and take that thing.
I think you could probably lick a stamp. That's a great insult.
Now, stand here and think about it a little bit. There's more people in this stable than just me. How about it, Rex? You think he deserves this contract? He give it to him.
I'm glad that I have the privilege to give you this contract, because I never did like you anyway, and I'm glad to see you walk off and leave this area.
Oh, no. Wait, calm down, guys. Calm down, guys.
Wait a minute.
Give me that. Me and Spike here, we've been friends a long, long time.
Yeah, you're both idiots.
And I'm going to see that he has the privilege to give you this contract. Give it to him.
Give it to him, Spike.
They're gonna attack him.
This is your contract.
Are you gonna be the smart one of these?
You want your contract? I think I'm gonna get. I'm the man who's gonna give you your contract, brother. Here you go.
Unbelievable what I'm seeing.
Number one, you don't deserve to be the star.
I don't think Thompson's got any buddies either, so.
Number two, you're a Carolina boy, and Carolina boys ain't worth nothing. And nobody's smart enough to stop us. You're an idiot, and this contract you can't touch.
Shit! Slap the piss out of Gary Wolf's mouth.
Hold it back. Now stop it right here. First man that touches a man is out of here for 6 months. Pull him back. I'm suspended. The first man that touches anybody for 6 months. See, you touch him and you're suspended for 6 months. You understand me? There'll be no hit. 6 months. You're out of here. You want to wrestle each other? Is that what you want? Is
that going to be next week? I will say some of the TV production's getting better. I mean, this being live on the floor like this is cool.
You want to wrestle? I'll set up a wrestling match. All right, I tell you, you want to wrestle him? You want him? Let's do it, but we'll do it next week. I want the people to see this match.
I guess Frank is. I mean, Frank's kind of taken an authority figure position before. It's not. I don't think nothing's ever been said officially, but.
Get him out of here.
But yeah, I mean, who fucking knows? Because yeah, that one week the refs made a bunch of decisions.
All right, I'll take care of you, ladies and gentlemen. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. Next week, right here, I want the fans.
So we getting a match next week. The last episode for us. Here we go.
Fans are going to see it next Saturday. The contract will be on the line. You can wrestle Spike next Saturday night, right here on TV.
Right here next week.
The winner gets the contract. The winner gets the contract. I promise you. Next Saturday night.
Winner gets the contract.
Ladies and gentlemen, we need
Have a little bit of closure to a feud on the last episode. That'd be unique. That'd be cool.
Take off. You'll have your chance next week.
So yeah, like he works heel, but he's a face. Like
Just like, gee whiz, I feel like I'm back in the ring.
I don't think he knows how to work any other way.
Next Saturday night, right here, next week, I should say, right here on South Atlantic Championship Wrestling, you're going to see Bulldog Spike as he takes on. All right, as he takes on the U.S. male Curtis Thompson next week, right here on South Atlantic Championship Wrestling. For the coach, Gene Ligon. All right, Frank. I'm Captain Frank Dusek, telling you coast to coast and border to border, wherever you see South Atlantic Championship Wrestling, don't miss it. Be there.
Better believe it.
Last episode, December 22nd, 90. Last episode of the territory.
Last week here on South
Let's
Atlantic Pro
go.
Wrestling, Mount Stud Stable finally erupted as Curtis Thompson came to blows.
We've earned this.
Of the Tennessee Studs.
2 territories, 2 years down on Sundays.
And when the dust had settled, the pride of Pit Bulldog Spike was hurt a lot worse than his jaw, but the U.S. male was still under contract to the Tennessee Stud. Today,
Let me tell you something,
takes on
brother.
Pit Bulldog Spike, the fate of Thompson's contract hanging in the balance, and our winner-take-all main event. Plus, we'll see Playboy Gary Hart.
Before we keep going, real quick, yeah, make sure you're on. If you're on YouTube, make sure you're subbed up. Make sure the bell's clicked. That way you know when we go live or new videos drop. Like today, I dropped a brand new video on YouTube. Why did Vince McMahon hate Raven? I'm going to tell that story. And it's up right now. You can check that out. I'll put the link in the chat here. I'll put it in on Twitch and YouTube. And if you're on the Twitch side, make sure you're following. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you're following on Twitch, because there's something on Twitch that we do that we're not doing here on YouTube. Like right now, I'm on Sundays I go live on both, but Saturday nights I only go live on one, and that's because we watch ECW Hardcore TV, and we're watching it from the very beginning. We're 5 episodes in, and come and check us out. It's going to be super fun to go through all of it, until something happens. We're going to be watching ECW on Saturday nights, and again, 10 Eastern is the time frame for that. So yeah, mark it down.
Latest entry, the Man-Eater.
Let me get you guys some links here for the new video.
Ringside once again with the coach Gene Ligon for another hour of South Atlantic Championship Wrestling, and today's main event is a humdinger, hungover from last week. Bulldog Spike one-on-one against the U.S. male Curtis Thompson, and
Here we
at
go.
stake, Curtis Thompson's contract with the Stud Stable.
I can't wait for this one. This is getting real exciting. We got a hungover Spike. Looks like he's going to be hungover from something else, I believe, from Curtis Thompson. Curtis Thompson is fired up and ready to go, Frank. And this Man-Eater coming in, boy, that's going to be an exciting thing.
What an impressive individual this Man-Eater is. An animal, I'm not exactly sure where he's from, but Playboy Gary Hart has a long history of sending men like that to us. Plus, Ranger
Yeah, we did have a Playboy Gary Hart appearance. He wasn't actually here, but he was a video of him, I think, sending in Man-Eater.
Torelli together as a tag team, but right now
Still-
we need to
still
go to the ring
counts.
for our first match. War Eagle, Chris Chavis.
So we get to talk on our last match here. We're going to get one last Shamrock match, maybe.
South Atlantic Championship Wrestling, and we got a main event today, or what? Curtis Thompson against Bulldog Spike. I
can't believe it, Frank. How'd you get this matched up? I don't know. You done it good.
Well, brother, I'll tell you what. It was either have it tonight or have it last week on the close. And I wanted to make sure the wrestling fans could see it. The only way to do it was to change the schedule and get it on this show. And that's just exactly what we've done. We're coming to you once again from beautiful Jordan Matthews High School in Siler City, North Carolina.
George Matthews High School.
Siler City Moose Lodge number 1877.
All right.
Jets of Jordan Matthews. That's right.
Now, Jimmy Golden never did show up. TriStar Tennessee. Welcome in here also. Robert Fuller's here, though.
That's turning a hold into your advantage.
And doing it well.
We've had a lot of different members of the stud stable throughout 1990 here in this promotion also. The coolest one, in my opinion, was Fuller, Matt Bourne, the Nasty Boys. Now, that was fucking cool. Very short-lived, but it happened.
Professional wrestling, of course, Chavis, a very excelled academically as well as athletically in high school and at James Madison University. Played a year of pro football, won several bodybuilding contests.
And that's Tatanka right there, Chris Chavis.
To the top, look at this, to the top, War Eagle Chris Chavis.
They close on him.
Down. I think he's down and he's out, Frank.
Okay, TriStar, welcome in here.
Oak tree just crashing down, and here he goes, the War Eagle Chris Chavis into his dance. Rex still flat on his back. Chavis picking him up to administer more punishment.
He's going to whip him off right there. What's he going to do now, Frank? Oh,
Yeah, Ron Fuller's podcast is amazing.
What strength shown there. Chavis, of course, one of the two that helped to injure Big Tex Salinger using that superplex. The superplex, of course, made famous in Japan by Inoki, over in this country by the Super Destroyer, Scott Irwin, an old friend of yours and mine.
This Mike Rex again?
Oh, a big
I wonder how long Rex lasted.
like an oak tree, Frank.
Yes, sir. I'll tell you what, that chop resounded throughout the auditorium.
But Chris War Eagle Chavis, of course, trying to show a little bit of the aggression and send a message over to the stud stable.
Well, he sent one in the form of an injury to Tex Salinger a couple of weeks ago. Of course, Curtis Thompson having something to do with that, having walked out of the match. Man, that thing's
People look like zombies, speaking of zombies.
Spike and all of the stud stable. That's going to be a war when that one comes up.
There can only be one stud in the stud stable, and it looks like somebody's trying to take territory.
Yeah, there's only room for one head at the top, and that head, well, it's going to be curious to see who it is. Whether it's going to be Curtis Thompson or the Tennessee stud. Of course, a lot of folks.
Yeah, Rob Fuller is working his ass off
A lot of men have tried.
around this time. He's working all over the place.
A lot of men have died. Look at this, punches having no effect.
Yeah, Orton was in there for a minute. That's right.
Like a
KP.
drugstore Indian or cigar store Indian, nothing having any effect on him.
I tell you what, Mike Rex doesn't have all the power in the world.
A lot of people came and went. You know, a lot of people were going to WCW or WWF. Big back body drop on the Rex right there.
9 feet in the air on that. Again, it was the power of the War Eagle Chris Chavis elevating Mike Rex. Rex doesn't have the power of Chris Chavis, doesn't have the experience of Chris Chavis. To me, Coach, he went at this match all wrong. He should have gone at this match from more of a finesse standpoint rather than trying to bull the big man from Pembroke, North Carolina.
Well, he's trying to do something he can't go against. His power, no matter on his best day and Chris's worst day, power, he's not going to win. No, he could out-wrestle him maybe, but power, forget it.
Were I to have to wrestle a man like Chris Chavis, I would definitely depend on finesse. I would depend on wrestling ability versus trying to fire up that Indian temper. I mean, you remember the great Chief Wahoo McDaniels.
Yeah, Rex is done here. This is starting to look like punishment at this point. And, you know, Chavis is a face.
Indian blood gets to pumping. This guy is just rough and tough and hard to bluff.
There is a big power slam, Frank. This is unbelievable. This crowd is
War dance. Here we go.
The big Indian doing the war hoop dance. Bends over and picks him up. Let's see what he does with it. Oh, a chop. That about took his head off, Frank.
Nearly took out Byron Richards, too. He was out of position when the young man, Mike Rex, came flying back.
Oh, a big clothesline on the chest.
And I was going to say, that clothesline was rather low on the body and still had the effect to knock the man over.
There he goes. He's up. He's got him up. He's going to do that big old... What does he call this, Frank?
I guess it'll last about 2 years. At least of the footage that's on YouTube.
Got the hook of the leg. That should spell the end. You got it.
Got it.
Winner, ladies and gentlemen.
Got him.
For 4 minutes, the War Eagle, Chris Chavis. Right now, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with the Stud Stable and the Tennessee Stud.
Looking forward to, because we're about to do something right here that is going to shock the wrestling world. People don't know it, but Playboy Gary Hart and the Tennessee Stud been buddies way down the line. Every time I go out to Dallas, Texas, who do I call up when I first get off the airplane?
Gary Hart.
I call Playboy Gary Hart. I'll tell you why. Because that Playboy speaks for itself, baby. Because when you want to have fun in Dallas, Texas, you go see the Playboy. But I didn't go see him this time about fun. But before we get into all of that, I want to clear up something right now. Everybody's waiting for the big match. Can Curtis Thompson win back his contract? There ain't a way in the world. Can he beat you, Spike?
Curtis Thompson, you're dreaming. I'm headed up to here with you.
Up to here with you.
And that cheap piece of junk mailbag is your lip. When I get done ripping them off your body one piece at a time, brother.
You know, this is an important match. I know because all the freeloaders out there in Carolina, you know, they like to freeload anyway. They got an opportunity to freeload real high class because they're going to get to see you put their own Carolina boy. I'm talking about that Carolina winter of theirs, the man that always gets the mail there in rain, in snow, sleet. He gets the mail there. But baby, I don't think today Curtis is going to be getting any mail anywhere. And then, for the big moment, let me go back to it. Everybody's saying, what's Stud getting to? What's the thing about Gary Hart? What did he do out in Texas?
Where the hell's Paul Jones? I ain't even seen him.
This is
We're not gonna
another
get no
little freebie for you, so I want you to watch real close. I went out and talked to Gary Hart about this. Take a look at it. It's the man-eater. 300 pounds of devastation looking at you. Stud Stable. He's the man.
If this guy was anybody else that I would know, the Man-Eater. Let's see if I can Google that. The Man-Eater Wrestling Samoan.
Well, he has sold the rights to this one to the Tennessee Stud or Robert Fuller. And this guy, the Man-Eater, man, I don't know what they're going to do with this guy. I mean, he's just, he's about as wide as he is tall. He's got that South Pacific Samoan, Tahitian type of attitude. That attitude, I saw often.
My new contract, man. Tell the people about my new man on contract.
We're trying to, if you'll just relax. That's what I'm trying. Why don't you let us do the commentary and you go do the talking over there?
I hate it when somebody wants to get in the middle of the thing.
Holy mackerel. Anyway, what I was saying, I saw Afa and Sika, who are Samoan, eat a live mouse one night in a dressing room in New Orleans. Just picked him up, got him up in a corner, and ate this live mouse. So that gives you the idea of the type of person you're dealing with. This young man here, back in the dressing room after last week's
Only thing I can even find is this promotion on Wikipedia, and it shows him as being here in 90 and 91, and it doesn't show his real name.
I mean, it really wasn't smelling real good. In the bag, coach, was raw chicken. And he was feeding this guy raw chicken. Not cooked, not boiled, raw chicken. This guy is just, holy mackerel, did the ring shake then?
This man is...
There's the stomach claw.
He's got the claw.
Stomach claw. That's it. Fritz von Erich made the claw famous. And right now, you see the stomach claw. They're screaming. This match is over. As quickly as it started, the Man-Eater, the newest addition to the Stud Stable, has just annihilated young Robert Campbell. Look at that face. Holy mackerel, talk about a face only a mother can love. This guy's got one.
I don't think his mother can love him.
Whoa, well, I'll tell you what, we'll be back with more, but right now, let's hear about wrestling coming up in your area.
Big issue at hand here, you know, it's a Stud Stable.
The Ranger Ross in a suit?
And I tell you, Ranger Ross looks like the Stud Stable is slowly taking
He's
that
sold
big
out.
fall.
Heavyweight
Tex
corporate.
Salinger, he's down now, just like I said before. We're fighting fire with fire, and we're going to continue fighting fire with fire. You know, he's bringing all these guys.
Yeah,
Let me
no.
tell you something, Fuller. You can bring anyone you want to. Man-Eater, anyone. The big thing about Jones
Bro,
and Rangers
good
is
call,
we stick
KP,
together
yeah.
as a team, and we'll
Definitely
always
throw
stick
in,
together as a team. No matter what you
Tasmaniac
do, Stud
vibes,
Stable,
Man-Eater.
we're going to be there. And I'll tell you another thing. It's about time those championship belts and tag team belts come to this side. And I tell you, I'm looking for that heavyweight championship belt. I know you are, Ranger Ross, and I tell you, what do you have to say?
Well, you know, that's what it's all about, is the championship belt. But first of all, I want to take a time out here to say a special hello to all my buddies that's serving over in Saudi Arabia. You know, war isn't an easy thing, but I read a thing one time when you go to Ranger School, it's got a big sign up there that says, the more you sweat in training, the less you bleed in combat.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you something. Jones's Rangers been doing a lot of sweating, so there ain't going to be no bloodshed here. So Stud and your stable, you know, there's mutiny going on right now. There's some turmoil going on in the Stud stable. So, but Jones's Rangers are here to stay, and those belts.
This is selling seats, isn't it?
Turning around. What goes around?
Y'all getting
comes
fired
around.
up?
Look like we might get the belt by Christmas.
There we go. Vince Torelli, a.k.a. Ken Shamrock. Oh, so we're going to get Shamrock and Ranger Ross to finish us out here with this promotion. It was fun to watch Shamrock during this, honestly. And again, we may get a really sweet-ass fucking belly-to-belly. Maybe the best in the business. And I'm not joking. It's incredible.
This will be a fantastic match, Frank. I'm looking forward to it. Two good, stylish wrestlers against two rough and tough brutes.
Got a Dan Grundy sighting over there in the corner.
I bet my money on Torelli and Ross. Of course, Vince Torelli was runner-up in the 1988 Olympic trials in the 220-pound class. The man who beat him and represented America in the 220-pound class won the gold medal. So that tells you a little bit about the wrestling ability. About the wrestling ability of Vince Torelli. And of course, Ranger Ross.
I wonder how long Torelli Shamrock lasts into 91.
You know what's in the heart. You know what kind of abilities, what kind of skills Ranger Ross.
When did he stop wrestling and go into fighting?
White Knight are untried. Look at this. Now I've seen that move used, but I've only seen it used by wrestlers. Well, Tiger Mask, of course, from Japan, the great Japanese star.
Sure.
Holy mackerel, there's some tag team wrestling.
Nasty Stuff was pretty fun to watch, too.
Mil Mascaris, of course, one of the great wrestlers, man of 1,000 masks.
1,000 masks. Mil Mascaris. Had the pleasure of being associated with him down in Texas on several occasions. A fine gentleman indeed. And now, Big Dan Grundy from Greensboro, North Carolina. Neighboring, we're in Siler City, some 40 miles away. Obviously, Dan Grundy's reputation in this part of the triad has exceeded itself because the wrestling fans
Oh shit, Dave.
love for Dan Grundy.
And Dan Grundy's been wrestling in these parts up this area. And the minor leagues of professional wrestling has made a reputation for himself as a rough and tough type character. And now moved up to the major leagues, and Dan Grundy is not welcomed by the crowd.
Not welcome at all. You're exactly right, Coach. Torelli showing some of that vast arsenal of wrestling skills that he has. Vince Torelli, of course, also in addition to having won the runner-up in the Olympic trials, he also won.
Get that belly-to-belly to Grundy. I want to see that. That's a big bastard.
Home state of California. So you're looking at a man who has wrestling skill as well as, Coach, the ability to mix it up.
That's right. Vince Torelli, of course, a tough man in every which way. And there he is, Big Dan coming right at the camera.
Whoa.
Hey, old Dan. Big Dan.
Great shot. Robert Warren, of course.
Should have wrote songs about old Dan Grundy. Big Dan. He was bigger than hell. He came walking to the ring. He came in there. He lost every match he had. Big Dan.
Back fist, front fist.
Big
Glad
Dan.
you're familiar with these terms.
Well, I mean, it looked like he hit him in the
You
back.
never seen a man that he didn't like to land for a 1, 2, 3. Couldn't win a match to save his life. Big Dan.
Of course, there they are. Now taking a little breather, he makes the tag. Dan Grundy gladly getting out of the ring.
In the background, of course, you see a part of this near-capacity crowd here at Jordan Matthews High School, Siler City, North Carolina. A #1 fundraiser. You know, Coach, we talk about it all the time. The South Atlantic Championship Wrestling.
There you go. Double
Unlike all
suplex.
the other major federations where you have to travel to the big coliseums to see them, you have to travel to the 23,000 seat, to the 50 and 60.
Beautiful drop kick, dude. Shamrock.
Wrestling brings the same TV stars
Incredible
you're seeing
athlete.
every week, right into
He was a
your
natural.
hometown. I mean, we are here
Whatever he
in
would have
Siler
chosen to
City,
do
North
here, he would
Carolina.
have probably done pretty fucking good.
Wrestling organization coming to Siler City, and that's what separates South Atlantic Wrestling from all the others. We give something back to the community. Family price tickets are. A family of 4 can attend South Atlantic Wrestling for $20 or less in most occasions, and we leave something.
Here he comes, Big Dan.
We're leaving money tonight with the Moose.
We got to follow Big Dan. Whatever Big Dan did in 1991 is what we're watching. When did Big Dan debut? We're watching that. Big Dan. This was the Big Dan channel now.
Big Dan missing a big elbow.
Big Dan Grundy.
Moves out of the way. And of course,
Oh, look at that. That actually was pretty sweet. He barely missed him, and Grundy made that look cool.
Calling for the boot. Boom, and the big
I like Grundy better than
now being abused. Dan
a
Grundy
lot of the
showing
wrestlers in this promotion. I'm just going to be honest.
You know, you've got to the
King
count of
Kong
5
Grundy.
and
Diamond Dan. Let's go.
Making the tag to the freshman, Vince Torelli.
Could be all of
Of course,
these.
this match is getting real rough and tough as it seems. They've made a little bit of a combination of tag team wrestling there, has taken advantage of one man. And that's what
Forget
this
the
is all
dude
about.
under the hood's
We know you're
name
here
here.
wrestling single match all night long. It's a tag
He
team.
can catch it maybe.
We saw just a couple of weeks ago what happens when you do that, when you wrestle a single match, as Big Tex Salinger tried to wrestle a single match against War Eagle Chris Chavis and Tommy Siebel. And for his efforts, he got 2 broken ribs.
That's right. Oh, Ranger Ross, one big tackle right there. He gets covered. A 1, a 2. He kicks out just barely, Frank.
Ooh, just barely indeed. As a White Knight right now, should know very little about him other than he's showing a little bit of wrestling skill. Once again with the cover and a hook of the leg a second time, showing that he has some wrestling expertise, Coach.
Ranger's going to have to come up with something special right here. There's a tag out. Big Dan Grundy comes in, having trouble getting. That's giving the Ranger a little bit of time. Might be too much time.
Well, that shows the lack of teamwork between Grundy and the White Knight. That comes from not working, I assume, as a team on a regular basis. Of course, Torelli and Ross, part of Jones's Rangers, they've worked together on more than one occasion.
Here they are again, the big White Knight.
Oh shit. Oh, dude, he just jumps right into those drop kicks like they're nothing.
Big Dan Grundy, a body
Look at the way he picked up Grundy, dude. Shamrock. There we go.
Got him hooked, belly.
Boom. That is it. I'm glad we got one more fucking snap belly to belly, because that ruled.
Belly-to-belly suplex. Your
Hell
winners
yeah.
from Jones's Rangers, Ranger Ross and Vince
That might as well have been a handicap match with Shamrock.
Jones's Rangers showing themselves to be victorious.
If you ask me.
Well, right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to information about wrestling coming back to your hometown, and then we're going to be back with our main event, the U.S. Male Curtis Thompson against the Pit Bulldog Spike.
Ooh.
South Atlantic Championship Wrestling, right there is the man on the hour.
This is the match they've been building up to here. Let's see if he works like a heel during this.
As he takes on in our main event, the Bulldog Spike.
I tell you, I can't wait to see this match. This is going to be something that
Gary
fans of
Wolf
professional wrestling
and
had better just sit back
Curtis
and enjoy it. Get
Thompson.
your popcorn out, your Coca-Cola, because this is going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun for you and me. It's not going to be so much fun for the U.S. Male Curtis Thompson.
Two guys that didn't do a lot.
It won't be any fun for Bulldog Spike. Speaking of which, there he is right now from the stud stable. Let me introduce him to the house crowd. And from the state of New Jersey.
Guess Wolf would be more remembered throughout the analogs of pro wrestling just because of the ECW run and the Shane Douglas neck break storyline. Pretty infamous.
If he tries to skull drag Big Curtis Thompson around, he may find that chain broken half.
Well, I don't know, of course.
He's going to go outside the ring and find a small child to take his pants off again. It's going to get weird as shit.
Well, the fans are really into it. You see
Referee,
this
tell
capacity
that man to
crowd
stay in the
behind
ring.
us, screaming and yelling as loud as they can. Of course, Curtis Thompson in a different light right now, hearing the fans pulling for him.
Well, it certainly is different. I know, Coach, in my wrestling career, look ahead
Shit.
from behind. The U.S. male going to do a little bit of hot shot and a little bit of showboating for the camera.
It's like, I'll take your
Doing that
fucking
little
clothes
strip
off,
he does.
motherfucker.
And he has been attacked from behind, and Bulldog Spike all over top of him. You know that the Tennessee stud Robert Fuller has said to get on top of this man and stay on top of him, and that's what he's doing.
There he is, going to top ropes. Look out, Frank. He's going to jump down. He's awful close to us.
Spike to the top. It's Bulldog Spike.
Taking
to
too
the
much
top.
time.
He spent too much time. He spent too much time. And now the U.S. male, Curtis Thompson's caught him. Thompson's got him.
Oh, he's got it now. He's got those bad tight.
His rip away pants just fly right off.
Bulldog Spike caught on that top rope, and that is no man's land and sent crashing very unceremoniously
What the
to
hell?
the floor.
What are you doing,
Coach.
Ref?
I'll tell you something right now.
He's like, I wanted to pull them pants off. I'm fucking pissed.
Very hard mat. That hurts.
It is definitely a rude awakening when you come crashing down. Like the man said, the fall wasn't bad, boy. That sudden stop's a booger bear.
I know it. There he goes, Curtis Thompson, just trying to get Spike off his feet. Wait a minute.
Suck my dick, motherfucker.
Whoa, that was the wrong place to be.
Shit's getting weird, fellas. The ladies.
And he is canceling his stamp right now. The U.S.
Shit's
male
getting
Curtis
weird.
Thompson, leaving a postmark on the right ear of Bulldog Spike.
He's going to send him back to Robert Fuller postage due.
I guess so. No, look at here. Spike playing a little possum back in the U.S. male into the corner. And now it's Bulldog Spike going to work in the corner on the U.S. male, Curtis Thompson.
You see the shots are going against the ear and the side of the head, causing equilibrium problems. He's then reversed it on him. A chop! right across that chest.
Oh, what camera work we're getting as the U.S. male Curtis Thompson going to work with boots and kicks and punches all over top of Bulldog Spike.
Climbing high atop the ropes there, ready to fire up on him. The camera and getting, oh, good camera work right there. You saw a quick little shot to the solar plexus knocking him down.
And these guys, this thing is a full-scale war, Coach. We have
Full-scale war.
So far. Of course, it all started last week. You saw
Took the turnbuckle like Bret Hart. We got to roll up.
1, 2. Oh,
Almost did. Almost took control of his contract. I guess that's what's on the line here. To get it back in the stud stable.
Curtis Thompson, so get out of the way. He might want to hit you.
Yeah, I wish. If I look like Curtis Thompson, I might still be wrestling.
Pretty good match so far, though. Working pretty well together.
Now wrestling, what we're seeing right now is a battle. It started last week. They're playing with the contract. The winner of this match, of course, gets the contract.
It's up a 9TH level. I don't know what their name is. Welcome in here. Is he Canadian? Because that would change everything about this.
Frank, I do believe that stipulation there will give Curtis a little more fire. Of course, if Spike doesn't come
says he's American.
Should do. I know he's going to be mad because part of that money's going in his pocket too.
Well, that's exactly right.
Charlotte, North Carolina. This is his neck of the woods.
Easily manipulated or easily excited individual that Bulldog Spike. We've seen how easily
his arch nemesis is whatever they call Canadian male people, though. Like the Mountie was the arch nemesis of the Big Boss Man.
Him up. Up over top, leapfrog. Oh,
oh shit.
Yo!
Decked him. Decked him.
For a leapfrog, a little hook slide. He looked like Vince Coleman slide underneath there for the St. Louis Cardinals, and it's the U.S. male Curtis Thompson just going to work over top.
Holy mackerel. He's on the ground, Frank. A good clothesline over the top ropes. The ropes bend real good. And, of course, who gets dumped on the floor? Spike himself.
Now, a lot of fans say, why is that not a disqualification? The reason that is not a disqualification, that was not an intentional throwing over the top rope. There was a clothesline move, and it was the momentum that took Bulldog Spike over the top rope, just as it was momentum that brought him back over that top rope and into the ring.
Well, that's conjecture right there. We can go through a lot of things here. A lot of people think that that's a deliberate move to knock him over the top ropes, but in this case, he got what he deserved.
Well, you know, Curtis Thompson has been wrestling for several years. We were talking back in the dressing room a little earlier. We both wrestled in different areas of the country, of course, in different decades, but in different areas of the country. And we were discussing some of the same people we both knew. But he's been around a little bit. He knows the ins and outs just a little bit. Now, he lacks the expertise or the experience, let's say, of number one, Paul Jones, for instance. He lacks his expertise, but then who doesn't lack the expertise of Paul Jones? But at the same time, he has learned enough that he can do things like that. That clothesline, he knew he was close to the rope. He knew he'd probably knock him over the top. But he also knew that the referee, in all likelihood, would not call a disqualification.
Of course, in a match like this, the referee's going to let the boys play.
Well, sure. It's like any sport. When you get a football game or you get a high-stakes basketball game, most good
lost him there for a second. Oh, got him.
Let the boys play. And that's just exactly what Roddy Hanna's doing right here. He's letting the boys play.
Oh, he's going to set him up for that.
He's going to stand.
He got him close.
Oh, not quite, not quite.
Setting the pile driver. No. Spike, very short.
No, sir.
Compactly built, able to get his center of gravity low enough that the big man was not able to.
Nobody from the stud stable accompanied Spike out to the ring here, especially his partner.
We need to jump in and take a break. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to bring as much of this match to you as we can, but in order for us to do that, we're going to have to break away right now. First, the commercial messages. I'm sorry for you fans at home, but we'll be back with as much of this match as we can bring you right after this. The pound on the U.S. male, Curtis Thompson. Curtis with a reversal, up over top, arm drag, and finally Curtis Thompson.
Yeah, that does make sense. Holy shit, KP.
Full arm drag down on the man from the stud stable.
We might be giving him too much credit, though. Like, that might be too deep, honestly. That's hilarious.
Frank, goes back to things I know you haven't even seen before.
Well, we talked about it. I've seen some things in this show in the last few weeks I've never seen before. But that's what happens to you, ladies and gentlemen at home. I'm sorry for you, but if you're not here in the arena, you're going to miss what happens when the commercial breaks come. We got to pay the bills. Now, if you're one of this near capacity crowd here in Silas City, or if you come to one of the wrestling matches, if you're in well, right after Christmas, speaking of which, we want to wish Merry Christmas to everybody. But if you're here right after Christmas in Rockingham or in Monroe or Dalzell or Pennington Gap or Lenore, or any of the places where we're going to be. When you see South Atlantic Wrestling coming your way, ladies and gentlemen, don't miss the opportunity to please go to the wrestling matches, because you're going to have the most fun you've ever had in your life, and you're not going to have to miss things that are happening during the commercial breaks.
That's right. There's a good move.
Boy.
A big move right there.
A big move indeed. The top of the head planted solidly on the chin, and that sudden stop.
Hey, thanks for coming through here. Don't thank me, though. Honestly, go give this person a follow. I get this from Armstrong Alley. They have a playlist that has all this on there. I appreciate you just coming through here.
Stars in the eyes and in the mind right now, Curtis Thompson.
Anybody ever had themselves hit in the jaw from an uppercut situation? You've got to move when a man drops down and you go down with it. And the next thing you feel is the top of a man's skull going through your jaw. It doesn't feel real good at all.
In football, we used to call that getting your bell rung.
Ooh.
Right now, it's ringing like the Liberty Bell.
You better believe it. There's a crack in that bell right now.
Curtis Thompson still on his back, finally being drugged to his feet. He's nearly unconscious. And I wonder right now, if I were in Spike's position, Coach, I have to think that I would be shooting in there and trying to hook him up for some kind of a pin. I don't think a percussion pin. I think I would tie him up with a wrestling move, maybe a standing guillotine or something, and try to tie up both sides of the big man. But Spike elects to continue with the percussion.
He blocks it. He hip toss.
Yeah, this match is it's not great, honestly. This match is
back on top, and
is what it is.
Tie the big man up and sneak a 1-2-3 in myself.
I tell you what, you know they say.
Hell yeah, love to hear that. Thanks, appreciate that. Also, make sure you're subscribed. I don't know if you're on Twitch, but make sure you're following on Twitch also, because Saturday nights, I'm going to go ahead and do a plug while I can do it. Maybe we can get somebody else over there. Boom, Saturday nights right here, 10 Eastern. Every Saturday night we're watching ECW Hardcore TV. We're 5 episodes in. We're starting in Eastern and going to the extreme. Come check us out. And then check out the video section right here on this channel also. Got lots of cool content. Got a brand new video that just now dropped. Appreciate it.
By the way, because you can hit him and bring him back to life.
That's really truly too, that you can actually shock him back. You can actually shock him back into life. And I'm not sure if that's what happened or if they just bought a little time. I'll tell you, part of it, too, is the intestinal fortitude of this man right here, the U.S. male, Curtis Thompson.
Coach Curtis Thompson is being tested tonight. He's not had as tougher matches as he's having these boys tonight. Spike, of course, very rugged, very tough, in great shape. And take nothing away from him. This man is in great condition.
But I have to ask myself,
go ahead,
if I were Robert Fuller and I were going to send one man out in singles competition against Curtis Thompson, I think that I would have sent the Man-Eater for 2 reasons. Number one, as you say, not taking anything from Bulldog Spike, but he is part of a tag team. He is not accustomed to wrestling singles-style wrestling where Curtis Thompson is. And number two, certainly if there's anybody who hasn't been scouted, look at there, the boot just caught him right upside the head. What a camera angle. If there is a man who has not been scouted, it has to be the Man-Eater. And now repayment time as the U.S. male Curtis Thompson is out on the floor next to us. And I don't like the looks of this.
I feel like we're going to have a disqualification here.
You just stay over there and wrestle who you're wrestling. You just stay away from me, that's for sure. Look at here, he's going to slam him on the floor. A gymnasium floor. You can see the wood down there. This is a high school gym we're wrestling in Siler City, Jordan Matthews High School Gym. And right now, Curtis Thompson.
Jordan Matthews High School Gym. I wonder if it's still called that.
Representative Pet Bulldog Spike is just carrying it to the man from Newland, North Carolina.
I'll tell you what, he's in very bad disarray right now. Of course, Curtis Thompson getting up, sucking the wind, trying to get it up a little more, trying to get a little more fire into it. This is where the conditioning pays off.
It's suck it up time right now for sure. He's got to get back in the ring.
Fourth quarter, as they'd say in football. Can you make it through fourth quarter?
I don't know. He needs to make it right now, though.
I'll tell you what, Curtis hanging on for dear life there. Of course, Spike taking his time, maybe taking too much time. Whoa, wait a minute. He gives him a good shot to the gut. He's going to sunset flip break.
The old ref kicking a wrestler trick, which is the craziest shit. Oh, Hebner loved to kick a wrestler.
Kicking the hands off very nearly spelled the end to the Stud Stable Association with the U.S. male Curtis Thompson. I thought we had him here, boy.
Time time and time again, I've seen more power moves, more percussion moves, as you'd say, Frank, than I've seen in a long time. These men are taking punishment and delivering punishment.
It looks like a big band, all the percussion we're seeing here today, huh? Over top, he's in. No, I thought we were going to see the paddle roll. Bulldog Spike sent to the floor. Spike crashed into the floor, and now it's the U.S. male, Curtis Thompson. They're on after Bulldog Spike, and they're outside the floor.
Yeah, there's no way they're not going to throw this one out.
Reigning supreme here in the ring.
They're outside on the floor, they're inside in the ring. They're all over the place, Frank. What is going on? This is not a wrestling match anymore. This is a war.
Well, Coach, it's what we expected. It's exactly what we expected after last week.
Damn, this is our main event. Okay, and this is a shorter episode than usual.
Look out from behind.
This is our last match. Oh shit, and his partner come in. And of course we're getting a DQ. The last match here from this promotion before we switch gears and go to a new territory and a new year. Somewhere in time. And the only way to figure out where we're going is to tune in next Sunday at 6 Eastern. Oh shit, Fuller's going to take us out. Nice. Took out the ref.
It's a 4-on-1 situation, 3-on-1 situation. And there's not a friend in sight anywhere for the U.S. male.
I don't think Thompson has a friend. Who's coming to help Thompson? Oh shit, okay. At the very end, they're going to, I guess, fully make him a face. Damn, I mean, a hot way to end this territory for us at the end of 90. This is pretty good, though. I mean, I enjoyed this promotion.
Unbelievable action. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say. We're going to have to take a break. I don't know what to do. Holy mackerel.
About a minute left of this promotion. You know what it feels like the way we do this? It feels like Quantum Leap. You're like at the end of the episode of Quantum Leap, and you're like, oh, I'm really enjoying the story. But you're like, oh, I'm not going to know anything else about these people ever again because we're going to jump to a new time and place. And we'll call Sundays Quantum Wrestling. We're jumping, baby.
South Atlantic Championship Wrestling. The man-eaters outside the ring. You see him right there pounding on the U.S.
Even though we do entire years, so.
Inside the ring, it's Bulldogs, War Eagle, Torelli, Chavis, the Tennessee Stud.
Where we going next?
The big man-eater has gone down. Back into the ring they go.
The debut of the man-eater here at the last episode.
Coach, I don't know how much of this more I can stand. Certainly don't know how much more they can stand inside the ring. Ranger Ross having his head and neck just twisted by the Tennessee Stud. You see the Bulldogs, Torelli, Chavis being beat on right there. This is
Oh, plastastic. Thank you for hanging out. And we're not done. We're going to keep on rocking and rolling. Quantum Leap Wrestling. It's not bad. Sammy hung out the whole time. A lot of surprises during this. Oh, this is it. We're going to go out on Ranger Ross beating the hell out of Robert Fuller. Oh, we went out on a choke, actually. That's it. Then we go to January 5th, 1991. And we're not going to know exactly what happens there. We may jump there sometime in the future. Who knows? But as of right now, we're just going to calm down. Next week, we're going to be jumping someplace new, 6 Eastern. Make sure that you tune in. I don't know what it even is yet. I'm going to do a little bit of research, and we're going to see exactly what we'll be doing for the next little bit on Sundays. Other than that, make sure that you are subscribed. Again, let me do the plugs one more time. Over on Twitch, got it right here behind me, every Saturday night at 10 Eastern, we're watching ECW Hardcore TV. And you're going to want to be a part of that. It's going to be really cool to watch it grow. We're going to be keeping track of table breaks, Sabu exclusive table breaks, the debuts of wrestlers. It's going to be really cool. We're already 5 episodes in. I think you can, and I think I can put those as a collection on Twitch, so they'll always kind of be there. So I'm hoping that's how that goes. These are not going to be on YouTube. Cannot do them on YouTube. I tried to post the first episode, tried to cut out the music, try to play with it. It gets banned all over planet Earth, not just in regions or country, all over. So we're not doing that. So you got to make sure you're subscribed. Right here where the chat is, make sure you're subscribed everywhere. We're trying to reach 24,000 on Facebook. We're getting close. I don't use Twitch. I don't use TikTok a lot, but sometimes X I post on, and then Twitch again. Can't stress this enough. You're going to want to be a part of that. Other than that, I got a brand new video just dropped tonight. And if you guys could go and give that a like, give that a share, give that some hype, I'd appreciate the hell out of it. Here it is right there. Why does Vince McMahon hate Raven? Well, I'm going to tell you that story right there in that link. It's good. We're growing. We're trying to do the damn thing. Boom. Trying to push towards 11K here on the YouTubes. Having fun while we do it. And Paul E just showed up. That's right. Last night, Paul E dangerously just showed up for the very first time. It smashed a phone over somebody's head. And right now we have a mix of the Dangerous Alliance and Hot Stuff International. Man, ECW is really fun already out the gate. We got Eddie Gilbert and Terry Funk feuding. Paul Heyman just showed up. Don Morocco and Jimmy Snuka are tagging. It is what it is. It's fun to watch either way. Chris Candido, Johnny Hotbody. It's fun as hell. The Sandman. Surfer Sandman is the heavyweight champion. Come over to Twitch. Boom, Teresa, thank you for coming through. I saw your comment on it, which was really cool. Really cool. Thanks, everyone, though, for hanging out tonight. Again, I really appreciate it. And, yeah, spread the word. We'll keep growing the damn thing and doing it. I need to start working on my new video, which I've already know what is. I'm not going to disclose that just yet. I'm going to make sure everything works out, but it should, hopefully. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Paulie's showing up means Eddie Gilbert's time is coming to a close. That's true. I don't know how long Eddie hangs out. I know we still got a little bit of time with Eddie, and I guess Eddie Gilbert is currently still booking Eastern Championship Wrestling. But we know soon him and Paul start working together, and then Paul ends up molding it into what we know it to become. Let's just say that the Land of Extreme start. I'm really stoked about watching it evolve, quite frankly. So it's good stuff. All right, everybody, thank y'all so much. Have a good rest of your week. If you're in an area like I am, stay warm, and hopefully you don't get snowed in, because that's what's happening here. Let's go. Go check out the video. Let's go.